Hey guys, it's Empress Shay Shay. I have something to say. You know, I say what I feel like saying, what the Holy Spirit tells me to say. Let me tell you something. This is not to discredit Regina King's son, okay? This is not to discredit Taraji P. Henson for saying that she had depression and all this other stuff. But let me tell you what angers Empress Shay Shay. I've been through pure hell with my children with mental health. My son took his life. Accidental overdose. You know, guys, I speak of that all the time. That's not hidden. My thing is, what if you not a Regina King? What if you not a Taraji P. Henson? I wasn't any of those things. I wasn't famous. Okay? I've always fought to get my kids help for their mental issues. I've spent the Navy's, when I tell you I exhausted the Navy's insurance to where we had to come out of pocket. Okay? I begged for people to help me. Okay? And you know what? Guys? There was no fucking help for me. So now, since movie stars' kids is taking their lives, look at Sag Girl. Her son took his life. Look at us common ass people to where our children are suffering with mental health and there's no help for our kids. So now everybody want to say, oh, you know about such and such kid. Not to discredit anybody. But guys, I've been through fucking hell. Begging. Exhausting all my finances. I was kicked out of Hawaii because my son had so much bad mental illness. Okay? Sir, is there any help for them? One doctor told me, you know what, Sharon? There's really no help for your son. I'm like, what? I was like, well, what kind of medicine? This ADHD medicine, this bipolar medicine. Well, you know what? That really don't help. We just issue the medicine out. One doctor told me the end result for my son was homelessness because that's where their end result is, because they go to drugs. They end up killing themselves and become homeless. This shit ain't not funny. Or they go to jail for 20, 30 years of their life. I had one to take his life and one to go to fucking jail. Okay? This shit is not funny. And again, this is not to discredit our millionaire people. But why we gotta wait until somebody that's a millionaire child kill themselves? Why we gotta wait for the man, what's his name? I forgot his name. That was on that Food Channel. He committed suicide. Why we can't go to our black goddamn communities and see where these kids are taking their motherfucking lives and taking each other lives? Because they common and they normal everyday people. We're not supposed to talk about it. Look at this incident just happened in Crosby. I lived in Crosby for over 10 years after we got out the military. This boy took his life and all three of his sister lives. Who's talking about that? Just because people got money does not matter. This shit is going on in our black communities. This shit going on in our white communities, our Mexican community, but it's mainly going on in our black communities. I don't give a fuck who get mad. Okay? This shit is real. And these kids are taking their lives due to mental illness and half the time social media. This shit is real. So what we tell in society, or what we say in society, okay, you got to be a rich motherfucker for somebody to acknowledge your child? Mental illness is embarrassing. A lot of black men do not want to acknowledge they have mental illness because people are going to what? Laugh at them, shun them, think of them as less than. That's bullshit. That's why they don't want to come forward to get the help they deserve. Oh, don't get me started with these black mothers that's embarrassed of their black sons for having mental illnesses, to where they don't even want to get them help because they care about what the fuck they look like in society. That's bullshit, guys. I feel my heart go out to any mother that has lost their child. I've lost two. Well, I lost 3. One to accident overdose, one in the prison system, and one to a respiratory illness. Okay? Ain't no motherfucker can tell me about losing a child. And I'm telling you, I'ma fight for my black boys because ain't nobody give a fuck about them. They are lost in the goddamn system. Because they are wrote off as they ain't gonna be shit from the beginning. And that is so untrue. And let's not mention if they have a mental illness. Our black men need to be uplifted. They are kings. But if we treat them as less than, that's how they gonna act. They're gonna mirror what you treat them as. Let them, it's okay to have your black hair. It's okay to not be embarrassed of your black skin. And if you are homosexual, bisexual, baby, I love you for who you are. These are the reasons they taking their fucking lives. Don't tell me nothing. It's a powerful message, and I don't give a fuck who I offend. Love and light and love.